Welcome to the sanctuary. I'm Kyle. And I'm here to tell you, never be afraid to step into
the pleasure den of the absurd.
We're going to focus on music-related movie memorabilia. So what we got here, 1957, a film called Rock All Night. I like this film. This film is very short, Rock All Night. If it's an hour, I'd be surprised. Next, Rock and Roll High School, New World Picture. Nice shot, the Ramones on stage. So here we go at the concert. Riff, PJ Souls, reaches out to Joey Ramone as Kate Eaglebauer and Tom watch. Oh, look at this. The drama Fame. I don't know if you guys remember this. Leroy shows compassion for his teacher, Mrs. Sherwood, when he learns that her husband is gravely ill in MGM's Fame. United Artists, what year is this? 1980. Oh, look at this. From Paramount Pictures. Small-town minister John Lithgow fails to understand the deeply felt needs of his daughter Lori Singer in Paramount Pictures' Footloose, a contemporary drama with music. A little stain there. I think that was there when I bought it. This is pretty cool. It's on stationery. John Lithgow, Lori Singer, Diane Wiest, and Lithgow. 84. In color. Oh, do you know what movie this is from? Well, I'll tell you. Frank Zappa's 200 Motels. And there's original Mothers of Invention drummer Jimmy Carl Black. 1971, United Artists. Oh, look at this. 1981, Paul Schaefer. And who's the star? Well, Gilda Radner. And there's G.E. Smith. Where's the sign on the back here? Gilda Live. Oh, here's another Paramount Pictures release. What's this say? Broadway Gypsy Cynthia Rhodes performs with a rock group headed by Frank Stallone at the club Savage Instinct. Paramount Pictures Staying Alive. And in the other scene, John Travolta is entranced by a beautiful leading lady he spots at the Manhattan Club in Paramount Pictures Staying Alive, which reintroduces his Tony Manero character from Saturday Night Fever as he struggles in the high-stakes world of a Broadway dancer. A Sylvester Stallone film, songs by the Bee Gees, written by Sylvester Stallone and Norman Wexler, Robert Stigwood, producer, directed by Sly Stallone. 83. So here's a nice picture. Great band, the Beatles. It's the beginning of the Revolver phase. Oh, and here's another Beatles-related thing here. Do you know what movie this is from? On the back, it tells us what it is here. Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Dr. Maxwell Edison, played by Steve Martin. Stars Peter Frampton, the Bee Gees, George Burns, Frankie Howard, Paul Nicholas, Donald Pleasance, Sandy Farina, Diane Steinberg, and Steve Martin. Special guest stars are Aerosmith, Alice Cooper, Earth, Wind & Fire, and Billy Preston. Here's a nice little shot of Paul McCartney in the 70s when he was with Wings, playing his Rickenbacker bass. You don't see him playing that too often anymore. It's always that violin bass. Here's John Lennon. This looks to be about 1968. Here's a Arista Records promo shot of the Grateful Dead. Ooh, Diana Ross. Lady Sings the Blues, 1972. She portrays Billie Holiday, the great jazz singer. The Who, Kids Are All Right, one of the greatest rock and roll documentaries you're ever going to want to see. Just showing The Who from their early years all the way up until the bitter end. Keith Moon, I think, died right after this movie premiered. And here we go. Look at this. Not to be taken away. There he is. This is from the Who Are You album cover. The movie Imagine documentary, John Lennon and his son Sean sort through snapshots in the kitchen of their home in the massive New York complex known as the Dakota. John was playing the role of house husband during this period, while Yoko Ono managed the business and financial affairs. Lennon's life is depicted in the new Warner Brothers presentation Imagine, 1988. And this is part of it too. The Let It Be photos. Always pretty cool. John Lennon, founding member of what historically may become regarded as the foremost entertainment phenomenon of the century, was also a poet, activist, composer, musician, husband, and father. His life is depicted in the new definitive film, Imagine John Lennon, David L. Wolper production of an Andrew Solt film, distributed by Warner Brothers. And here's a nice shot of Stevie Ray Vaughan's hat and guitar on a chair. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this little foray into music, movies, and movie stills and memorabilia and whatnot. If you like what we're doing, subscribe to the channel. Never be afraid to step into
the pleasure den of the absurd.